Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto markets. In today's video, we're going to be going over the Fetch.ai protocol and the FET token. So what Fetch is doing is they are bridging together the world of artificial intelligence and blockchain technology to create a decentralized AI economy. So long-term speaking, I think Fetch is going to be absolutely huge with all of their use cases. I will be going over all of the use cases in this video, so be sure to stick with me until the very end. I'll also be covering my price prediction for this year of 2021. So without further ado, let the gains be with you. So if you are new to Crypto Empire, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. With that out of the way, let's get right into what Fetch.ai is. Looking at CoinGecko, we can see right now that FET is ranked number 174 in market cap with a market cap of $231 million at this moment in time. Token is trading at 33 cents. So looking at the metrics where we were in the past, the all-time high we hit 4 months ago, it hit 86 cents. And now I'm really not too concerned about the dollar amount. When we get to the technical analysis part of this video, I'll explain why. But basically, priced in Bitcoin, this thing is so undervalued compared to where it has been. So I do see that as the major opportunity. But again, we'll be covering that towards the end of this video. So moving on, we can take a look at the Fetch.ai website. And it's important to know that Fetch is a very complex project. There is a lot going on with this protocol. But to put it in layman's terms, Fetch is building a decentralized network composed of various autonomous agents which can represent themselves, other individuals, or devices and services. And this system will be completely permissionless, where these agents will be able to learn and improve based off of artificial intelligence algorithms. So this is going to be the future pretty much. When you hear artificial intelligence, Fetch.ai, in my opinion, is going to become a household name. Reason being is the use cases. What this is trying to accomplish, or what it's in the works of accomplishing, is kind of mind-blowing when you really break it down. So I won't go through every single use case because there are quite a few, but I'm going to go through enough where you're going to be able to get the point of what this is actually doing. So delivery agents, it's exactly what it sounds like. You're going to have a robot deliver whatever you did order directly to your doorstep in a decentralized way. So we can see our decentralized delivery network provides the infrastructure to deliver pizzas, people, and packages simultaneously across the globe. So very interesting there. Also, we have travel agents. So basically think like decentralized Google, where you're going to be able to book directly with the hotel, Airbnb, whatever. But none of the data gets put on a centralized server. It's all going to be between you and the party that you were directly booking with. And you're going to have a robot assist you in the process. And all of your data stays secure. As we can see, sensitive data away from centralized entities by keeping it safe in each user's smartphone. Next use case, smart cities. Probably one of the biggest use cases out there. So we're going to have cities that are completely run off of artificial intelligence. And here they give the example of your car being able to park itself by reaching out to an autonomous agent within the city, and your car is going to communicate, find that parking spot, and park itself. And it's going to reduce carbon emissions massively. So that is good for the agenda, of course. But nonetheless, very interesting how it will play out with the smart cities. I'll be sticking around watching from afar how it does play out. Definitely you won't find me for a long period of time in one of those. Financial services as well. Very big. Collective learning. Signs agents, right? We have T-Mobile, one of their big partnerships. Basically how this works is if you're driving past a billboard on the highway, for example, your car as an autonomous agent is going to communicate with that device, that billboard, and it's going to display an advertisement which is suited to you. So a little bit creepy nonetheless, but still very interesting. Also supply chains, transport and mobility, trains, parking like we already discussed. Your car is going to be able to find a parking spot and go park itself. Very interesting. Some more transportation with e-mobility, electric vehicles, thermometer agents for transporting goods that need to be kept at certain temperatures, energy usage, smart homes, train networks, publications. I'm not going to be getting into all of these use cases, but basically if you have a device that can connect to the internet, Fetch.ai in the future will most likely be able to connect with that as an autonomous agent and help you, assist you with whatever task that you're looking to complete in your everyday life. So this can be a blessing and a curse depending on how you do look at things. But nonetheless, we are moving towards this type of world and this type of economy, and Fetch.ai is on the forefront of innovation right now. So that's why I'm making this video, to aware you of the financial opportunity that you do have. Important to remember though, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. However, like I said in the beginning of this video, I think over the long term that this could be a massive return on investment, right? Which is what we're all here for, to make gains. So moving on from the use cases, let's take a look at the team. So the team is actually pretty stacked. They have Humian Sheikh, which is the CEO and co-founder. They got Toby Simpson, COO and co-founder. Thomas Hain over here, another co-founder, CSO. And then Jonathan Ward as the CTO. But more importantly, honestly, is the advisors of this project. So as we can see here, they have advisors from Cambridge and Oxford, two very prestigious universities in the UK. Also with Oracle, they're partnered up, like I said, with T-Mobile, the telecommunications company, with Bosch, which is a German engineering brand, or they have a lot of nice appliances and the likes. So Fetch is partnered with some very big names, and it's also important to note that Binance is involved. This was originally listed on Binance as well. So there are some very big connections with this project. Moving on, let's take a look at the FET token. So the FET token is a necessary component in the Fetch ecosystem. It's required to find, create, deploy, and train autonomous economic agents, and is essential for smart contracts, oracles, and the transactions needed to deliver the new digital economy. So we can see over here, ticker symbol, current price, that's wrong, right? It's about 33 cents right now. So they definitely need a live price feed on the website. But regardless, that's a minute detail. Also, 688 million tokens circulating supply, with a total supply of 1.2 billion tokens. So it's important to know that this was launched on the Ethereum blockchain, and now it has its own blockchain. As of March 31st, they did launch the mainnet 2.0. So here we can see the FET token uses. First one, build and connect agents to the network. Using FET token, you can build and deploy your agent on the network. The process is a little like staking, giving the agent the right to operate in the network. Also, train and deploy your agent on the Fetch.ai network. Like we said, algorithms, artificial intelligence will be training these agents to get better over time. By paying a modest amount of FET tokens, developers can access machine learning based on utilities to train an autonomous agent and deploy collective intelligence on the network. And also with the oracles and trusted services such as financial services and the likes, right? The whole economy is going to be powered by this artificial intelligence. Participate in staking to validate network services. Validation nodes are enabled by staking FET tokens. This facilitates network validation and reputation. So this is where current exchanges where you can go ahead and buy your FET. So we have Binance and KuCoin. KuCoin would probably be my top one to go off of. Binance obviously also very good. And you can go ahead and stake your tokens as well. If you guys want to learn how to do that, drop a comment down below. I'll leave a tutorial video. I'll make one actually for you guys showing you how to stake your FET tokens. So FET has a lot going for it, some very big partnerships, some strong use cases. So with all this being said, now that you have a better idea of what FET is, let's take a look at the price charts. Before we do that though, it's important to note that as of yesterday, FET is now available to trade on Coinbase. So that means it's going to be very easy for investors in the US to get their hands on FET tokens. When we see Coinbase listings, that is usually a very bullish narrative for the coin. So be looking out for any pumps. This may be a catalyst why. So now moving on, let's hop right into the price chart. Taking a look at the Fetch USDT pair on Binance. So like we discussed, this thing did hit an all-time high of about 87 cents up here. And since then, we have corrected massively. This does look like an inverse head and shoulders reversal chart pattern down here. Right, we have one shoulder, we have the head, and then we have the third shoulder here. The neckline would be up here, so be looking out for this breakout. And it looks like we did test it over here. So definitely have your eyes on that. But with that being said, we did bottom out in this demand zone over here. If we look down and to the left, I'm going to take this candle wick, drop it to these candle bodies. As we can see, this zone was tested back here in February before it did actually take off towards its all-time high. And this is exactly where it did retrace to as well. So we can see also, if we pull out our fib, how that does line up with some fib levels. And yeah, it's pretty close to the 78.6, so not too uncommon to see that. And we do have this pretty key critical resistance area from all the way back here in August, right? The last DeFi summer, FET did see a pump up to about 20 cents. And the same level was, again, this is where it retraced to. So a little bit of a technical analysis lesson. Always look to the left in the chart. Identify your resistance areas. Put your horizontal line on, because price has memory. Price will always retest key areas on the chart. When you see a wick like this stick out like a sore thumb, that is your cue to market, because more likely than not, we'll see another retest of that level, and it'll serve as an excellent opportunity. So obviously Bitcoin back up to about $40,000 at this moment in time. Things are looking pretty bullish. FET was just listed on Coinbase. It's looking like we have an inverse head and shoulders chart pattern. So now would be the time to, look for a long. So with that being said, we do have all of these candle wicks up in this area over here at about 30 cents. So, this looks like a pretty good area to go ahead and look for some kind of entry, maybe on a retrace. I'll mark out this demand zone right here from about 30 cents down to 25 cents. And just out of curiosity, I'll take my fib as well and measure this move here. And that would put us right about the 50% retracement to the golden pocket. So in terms of an opportunity, I like anywhere from 30 to 25 cents, not financial advice, to get in this one and ride it out. Speaking about where we may go in the future, well, we'll use our tried and tested Fibonacci extension tool to see where we're going in kind of the midterm when we do break this all-time high, which we could happen towards the end of the year, more likely than not. First key area is at the 0.618, which is $1.32. Then we have $1.60, and then the 1.618 is right up here at $2.05. So these are definitely levels that you want to be aware of on the chart, because price does respect Fibonacci extension levels. And before we get into my kind of long-term blow-off top price prediction, I want to show you guys the FET Bitcoin pair on the chart, because this thing is really crazy actually. If we look at where it's been in the past, it gives us an indication of where it may go in the future. So looking at this chart, if we zoom out on a weekly time frame, we can see that on its Bitcoin pair, it has been as high as 14,000 Satoshis. It's currently 848 Satoshis. So that would be over 14x to its all-time high in terms of Bitcoin, which means if you put one Bitcoin in, if it does actually test these levels or exceed them, which we don't know if will happen, but like I said, price has memory, so you never know, right? It's an indication, it's a pattern, or that this is a human footprint that price has been here in the past. So there may be an opportunity that it does revisit there in the future. So with that being said, you put one Bitcoin in, you can take 14 out. That is insane, right? Not a lot of places where you can do that with your money. But regardless, I do have this huge zone mapped out over here, and I would be looking towards the top over here at 4,344 Satoshis as kind of a possible area to take your first profits. And that is about a 5x from current prices in terms of Bitcoin. So not financial advice, but this does look like a very good opportunity if you want to stack your sats to compound your Bitcoin. You can't be a bag holder if you're going to do that. When it pumps, you need to take your profits back into Bitcoin if you're going to use this strategy to trade. Now, talking about my longer term price prediction for this bull run of 2021, I think FET can hit anywhere from $7 to $10 on the high end. For this year. I think when retail starts to get involved again, it will be a huge catalyst to push this price well past the Fibonacci levels that I put on the chart, because when retail gets involved, FOMO kicks in, those human emotions are very strong and things get very crazy. So that is why I say $10 as my high-end price prediction for FET. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. So Fetch.ai is bringing together the world of blockchain technology and artificial intelligence to essentially create a brand new economy. Long-term speaking, with the way that this world is headed, I think that this project has a ton of potential for your portfolio. So I hope that you did find this video helpful. If you did, drop a comment down below and also like this video and share it with your friends. And if you are not already subscribed to Crypto Empire, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. And also turn on all bell notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.